reinvigorate our minds, hello, and reconnect with our soul. Welcome, welcome. Take a nice deep breath. It is so good to be back. I think I've been gone for like 4 weeks, and I don't know what all that music noise in the background is, but we'll ignore that. Say good morning to Bo. Hi, sweetheart. Anyway, welcome, welcome. Bring yourself back to your body. We're going to spend 45 minutes. We're going to get some great stretching and breathing and a little strengthening of our muscles, lengthening and strengthening. I'm so glad to be back. I had a fabulous trip with my children in Australia. Many, many amazing stories that just touched my heart. So right there, I want you to just rotate your shoulders to kind of get back into your body. I just want you to feel into it. Be present. Sometimes I have to say, Jina, come back here. Well, just bring it all in. And go ahead and feel your feet. Ground yourself. And then go ahead at the moment, take a deep breath, and we're going to think about opening our chest, which means we're going to drop our shoulder blades and squeeze them together. So that way you get your shoulders out of your ears. Helps with your posture and your alignment, particularly if you've been forward folding in front of those devices that we stream from all of the time. We're going to start with energy zesting, which is to realign our energy. Great thing to do first thing in the morning. Also a great thing to do in the afternoon if you're feeling like you've got a little slump going on, or before you go out the door if you're going to be tackling a project or a situation, just to get energize yourself, kind of just bring it all together. So we're going to start feeling that core, and we're going to just take the knee across. So the idea is you're crossing the midsection. And if you want to know more about energy zesting, right there, check the playlist out. There's a little informational video on there for you. And take it across. Swoosh it. Can you kind of feel it? Feel it through your fingertips. If you start spending time and thinking about your energy, you can actually feel it. It's kind of a fun thing to do. We're all energy. We are all connected, and we are always changing. Beautiful. Now go ahead and put your hands up. We're going to start easy with just tapping right below your eyes on the socket. And there's no wrong or right way to tap. Intensity, speed, just be in the moment. Just opening up some of those energetic meridians. Right here to your collarbone, so you want to feel that collarbone. Right there. So good to be back. Well, actually, it was so good to be gone too. It was just a very, very special trip. Had the enjoyment of traveling to new places. My son and I always take a road trip. Right here in your sternum, thymus. Oh, somebody's car alarm's going off. How lovely. Oh well. I live in this neighborhood that should be quiet and never seems to be. Oh, so I went to have summer. Well, it's winter here. I'm in the Pacific Northwest, so we're into our winter, but we haven't had much of a winter. Not much rain, no snow. It's just been cold and clear, which is really quite beautiful. But while I was in Australia, I got all the weathers. Everything from 55 to 110 in a 3-week period of time. Fascinating, is it not? So you're in the top rib. Now I want you to start feeling into your balance, and I also want you to think about lengthening that spine. Kind of feel like you've got energy coming out of your spine, straightening your neck, because we have a tendency of spending a lot of time like this, you know, or sometimes we hold our head out too far. Think about it, and then this poor little neck is trying to support this big head. So you want to kind of adjust that, lengthen that, and breathe. Right here. Take a nice deep breath right there in the crown chakra. unfortunately, we had some horrific weather events while I was over there, some bushfires and flooding and all of those things. Now take it right over your heart. And as you do some breathing right here, always remember to breathe. Welcome to my new subscribers that I picked up around the globe. Welcome, welcome. Hello to all of my regulars. So good to see you all again. Take a moment and go ahead and send yourself some love because you're right there where your heart. Send some self-love and then take a moment to send it out to the universe. Because I think this world could use a lot more love. Just go ahead. Your thumbs kind of nestling into your navel. And breathe with that. Now flip it down to your sacral chakra. This is your energy. This is your, call it our dancer's square. It's the center of your universe. Your power is right here. So feel into it. Then go ahead and palms are down. You're going to rotate around your body and feel free to feel into your hips. Go ahead and loosen them, low back, and then go ahead with your arms. And now we're going to do gorilla arms. This is a really great thing to do in the morning, just when you're kind of waking up after you've been in a horizontal state. You want to get it all working. Good thing to do. Now we're going to just move our energy a little bit. So we're going to just push it. We're expanding that energy while we look at it. Feeling it. Take it a little bit wider in your second. Palms together, and it's the infinity or the figure eight. Just feel it. That lovely connection. Connection of your human and your breath. And your physical plane. Okay, we're going to bring it up. So bring it up. Shoosh it out. And feel that core activated. Activating your lower body muscles. How about one more? Now go ahead and we're going to lock in that energy just, and we're going to do the shimmy. Now, if you can't do the shimmy, you can still, you don't have to jump off your feet, but that is good. That whole rebounding thing, I think that's the word of the decade or whatever. It's really good for your muscles, your joints, your bones, all the things, gets a little cardio going. And I just like to, I can dance it out, you know, have a little dance party. And you should feel like lighter and brighter, ready to just breathe into that strength in your whole body. Just deep shoulder roll. And as we settle down, we're going to release the neck. Feel into your feet. Your core is activated. And you're just releasing any tension that you might have in the back of your neck. Now we're going to go back. Take it nice and easy. Anybody else sound like Rice Krispies, Snap, Crackle, Pop? Or is that just me? Go ahead, bring your arms up. Take a nice deep breath. Clasp your hands behind your neck. And then you're going to go ahead and drop your chin down as you bring your elbows towards each other. And I want you to activate your lower body muscles. Go ahead, squeeze your booty. Push into your feet. Feel it on the outside of your foot, so you're putting your energy and your stance to the outside of the foot, the ankle, the hips, the knees. Now drop this, allowing the gravity to drop a little further so you can take it. It's opening the neck, it's also opening the upper back and along that spine. Open it up, push it out. You're gonna take your left hand, palm out, tuck it behind your back. You're gonna take some soft fingers and you're gonna just tilt your head to the right and forward. You wanna open all the way through from your neck, all the way down into your shoulder blade. But you wanna be very soft and intentional with that movement. So our word for the week, perhaps our word for the year, is going to be curiosity. I love curiosity because it allows us to examine or poke something or question it without any judgment. So if you're a philosopher, that means to seek wisdom. But if we take seeking wisdom out of a curious state, we can be like, remember Curious George, the monkey that used to get in all sorts of trouble from the cartoons? Anyway, being curious allows us to just play with something and seek the wisdom in it without using prior stories or being judgmental about something. Let's switch it up. So I like that. I like that approach. Being curious. It also, when you're curious with someone and you take it as a curiosity, they don't get defensive or take something as an affront. So that's kind of a nice way to I was wondering, I'm curious about, which is really a nice way to open a conversation without maybe displaying your version or your opinion at that moment. But only be curious if you really want it, you want the information back. And not here, right there, perfect. Okay, push it out. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to scoop our belly button back to our spine. We're going to push through. And from here, I want you actually to extend it. See how from here, we're elongating, we're bringing our shoulders, opening them up, putting some energy, oxygen under the shoulder blades, pulling our belly button to that spine, activating that core, and just taking a nice deep breath. From here, all the way up. And we're not here. Let's see if we can get here. Full range of motion if you can. Spine is lengthening, and then we're elongating that. Once again, activating the lower body muscles, building that core. Take it and open it, push through. You're going to clasp behind, and we're going to slide right down. So we're going to go right down, right? Shoulder blades drop, squeeze together. We're opening our chest, we're lengthening our spine. We're letting that oxygen flow right along the spine. And if you want to, you can start playing with your feet and the placement. Feel your calves a little bit, ankles. See how everybody's feeling. Feel the attachment. Your feet do so much work. Those little feet work hard to support our humans. You think about our necks and our feet, the size compared to the size of the rest of our bodies. We're pushing down, down, down. Now take a deep breath. We're going to put our palms together. It's the reverse prayer. And you just start working your way up. You may be here. You may be wherever you are is perfectly fine. And then just as far as you can go. And once again, shoulder blades drop and squeeze together. Beautiful. Just work through it. Your breathing is feeling good. So if you're stretching at home, which I highly encourage daily, at least 10 minutes a day, if you're in a position you can hold each stretch 30 seconds, that's brilliant. Do as many repetitions as feels good to your body, and remember to breathe with it. I had a dear friend who sent me a funny little note. At the end she said, "Don't forget to breathe." I guess I must say that an awful lot. But it's so funny that we probably 90% of the time, I don't know if that's the statistic or not, breathe subconsciously. We have no thought about it. Air's free, and we just do our thing and don't necessarily consciously take it all in and have it really nourish our bodies. So consequently, probably 70% of the population uses maybe 70% of their lung capacity or less. So you have all that stagnant air that never gets out. And that's why a lot of elderly people have pneumonia. Something to think about. Okay, go ahead and release down. You're going to release that stretch, and then we're going to go one up, one down, and see where we connect. I know. This one gets easier with time, I promise. I promise. But if you don't do it, it won't happen. And so many of these stretches, it's for functional movement. It's to get your be able to put your shirt on. It's being able to grab that plate out of the second shelf in the cupboard. It's about being able to reach overhead. All the things that we do. All the things that we spend a moment doing. Okay, shake it out. And let's see where we meet on the other side. You'll notice that your body has no symmetry. There's different flexibilities from side to side, from joint to joint. I hear from a lot of clients that say, well, I used to be so flexible. And what I want to suggest is that with continual stretching, which lengthens and strengthens your muscles, you will become more flexible over time. But remember that it's not going to take, you can't stretch for an hour and then come back 3 weeks later and wonder why you didn't get more flexible. It's just a matter of an energetic connection and a movement, right? If you don't use your mind, it gets a little crunchy too. So that neuroplasticity, work on that too. I think some shoulder rolls feel really good just about now. So I was on that really long flight, and coming back, it's a daytime flight, and it seems to expand as the hours go on. So I was doing all my stretches in the seat, and the kid next to me goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm just stretching in my seat." He goes, "Oh, you think you'll feel better?" I said, "Oh, I know I will." So of course I gave him the QR code to join us. But yeah, being in those seats for, that many hours does take a toll on your body. Now I want you to go ahead and if you can, full range of motion. Full range of motion. We're working the shoulders and the upper back. I'm surprised at how many people have shoulder challenges. Now we're going to go the opposite direction. See how that feels. Can combine them together. Kind of like we're swimming upstream overhead. That's kind of strange, but something like that. Now we're going to go ahead and do the goalpost right here. Great exercise to do against the wall because you can tell exactly where your flexibility is. And we're going to take it down and see how far, see if you're on the wall, whether or not you can even get. And you don't want to drop. You want to keep it up. So let's once again drop those shoulder blades, squeeze them together. Just feel where that range of motion is. And then even doing this against the wall. So good for your neck, your shoulders. Yeah, feeling it? Go ahead and take that arm across. You can actually put it over if you want to. Pat yourself on the back for a great job. So the sun is shining here this morning in the trees, through the big forest. And right here, nice and easy. You don't want to push on that elbow. And now you can take your fingers and just push through the heel of your hand so you're releasing all the way up the inside of your arm and your wrist. We have a tendency to keep our wrist like that, so we're going to release that. So I don't do New Year's resolutions. Sorry. But I do intentions. I have things to focus, get curious about, and intentions. So starting Tuesday this week, we're going to have Intentional Tuesday. So you'll want to pop on. I'll be uploading a short video every Tuesday morning. Intentional Tuesday. So join me to find out what that's all about. And then on Fridays every week, we're going to have, I'm not sure what it'll be. Fantastic Friday, Fabulous Friday, Friendship Friday. I don't know, but I'll be popping up Friday morning also. So I'll be here Sunday mornings live, and then Intentional Tuesday and Friday mornings. So you do not want to miss that for the upcoming year. A lot of wonderful things are unfolding. I always love time when I travel because I'm just kind of working out my wrists. Yeah, a little bit of that's really good. Yeah, those squeezy balls, great. Use the squeezy balls throughout the day, good for you. Let's bring it down. So you just want to take it nice and easy and fold a foot underneath you. So go ahead, sit tall. Flex your feet. Now you're going to lift your chest up as you exhale, and then we're going to go forward. We're not folding, we're leaving it as a flat back. So you're going to feel it in your hamstrings, back of your legs, right? Your hamstrings. And because we flexed, you're going to feel it in your calf, and you're going to feel it in that low back. So just a nice flat back, breathe into it, keeping your chin up. Excellent, excellent. So when my son and I were on our road trip, he did all of the driving. He did all the planning. It was pretty spectacular. But because we were in the car a lot and we were sitting a lot, he noticed that his low back was really tight and kind of his hips, which when we sit a lot, whether we're driving or not, it's very obvious. Okay, from here we're going to go ahead and sit up. We're going to bring it into a diamond. So we're going to also open up our hips. Low back, and once again we want to stay with a flat back. We don't want to fold forward, we want to stay with a flat back. And just let it open up. It's natural, the gravitational. So anyway, I had him on the floor in the living room, and we were working on low back and hip stretches. And I realized how most people don't really know exactly what to do. So I'm going to be uploading a video. There's 140 some videos. So feel free to look at that playlist. But I'm going to be uploading one that has exercises just to open up your hips and your low back. Great thing, you could either do it first thing in the morning. If you're having a little bit of discomfort, highly recommend you do it before bed and when you get up in the morning, both times. And of course, if you're really into it, you can do it 3 times a day. But certainly if you're driving or sitting a lot, really important, because you're putting a lot of stress and tension, and oftentimes that creates inflammation too. So you can look for that. That'll be up. He asked me to to cut a video just for him, but we're going to put it in the library for all of us to use. How lovely. Okay, so from here we're going to take it out to a nice second position. And my inner thighs are super tight, but flex your feet. When I travel a lot, I notice that it takes a while for it to all loosen up again. It's just part of life, you know. Like if we sit too much, if we're on the computer too much, if we stand too much, the body takes the hit everywhere. Oh, I truly believe that if everyone stretched and walked every day, the world would be a much happier and healthier place. Once again, we're not folding forward, we're flat back, right? So you're feeling it, that's the adductor, that's your inner thigh. And you're also probably feeling a little bit of that in your low back, a little bit in the IT band, but we'll release that in another move in a minute. Just breathe, and remember where your attention goes, your energy flows. So I'm putting my focus on those inner thighs and trying to keep my core engaged. Think about that core, activating it, using it, being strong. You know, I've always had the correlation between mind and body, and, you know, strong mind, strong body. They work in tandem, so I notice when I've had some physical challenges that my mind has really helped me around that, and then when my mind hasn't been so great, my physical body has helped it. Definitely a connection there, so strong body, strong minds, that mind-body connection. It's real. We're all energy, folks. Even though we think we're a bunch of bones and blood and all the goodies that put it all together. All right, from here, I'm going to have you go ahead and we're going to bring your left leg in and we're going to bend it. We're going to take the right over the left. So I want you to put your right foot flat if you can. If not, you can start right here, okay? So you always have an option. Whatever is working for your body is exactly where you should be. So you want to try and keep that flat. Then you want to look over the right shoulder, and you're going to put your hand back and you're going to lift up and look over. So we're activating our right hip, all of the muscles in here, and we're also activating our vagus nerve, which is that rest and relax moment. Take us out of that fight or flight cortisol hit and just relax into it. Lift tall. You don't want to sit in, you don't want your spine to be rounded. You want it to be lengthened. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put that right pinky toe down, and we're going to be forward. Now this time we are going to fold over. So we're going to round over, allow that head to drop, rounding our spine, and we're activating our IT band, which goes from our hip to our knee. And that's also another piece of the puzzle when your low back and hips are tight. That's another piece. The IT band is frequently the little character. And it's not uncommon for us not to activate our muscles, like to actually activate the muscle that you need as a team. And what I have found in research is that a lot of people aren't activating their glutes when they're working, and so their hamstrings and their IT bands are taking a much tighter approach because the glutes are activated. Come on up. Take a deep breath. Doesn't that feel good? We're going to switch it around. So you're going to bend that right, and you're going to go ahead and take the left over. And if you can get it flat, that's where you want to be. You want to lift up, look over, and That's like a lot of times, often with clients when we're doing strength work, they don't think about contracting and focusing on the abdominal core strength, which is where all your movement should come from. So start playing, be curious about how active you use your core and whether or not your glutes are activating. That's your homework for this week. See how you're activating your core and your glutes. Your glutes are right here, in case you didn't know. Lift and tall. No sagging, lengthen that spine. All right, go ahead and see if you can put that pinky toe on that left foot, and then you're gonna just fold over. Feeling that left IT band. And you're breathing. Come on up. Let's shake them out. And we're going to go ahead and roll onto our stomachs. We're going to do a little release for our spine. So just nestle yourself. Now, you may just be here. That may be as much as you feel comfortable with your spine. That is fine. You may want to put your hands shoulder width apart and then just push through your vertebrae all the way up to whatever is comfortable and then look up. But if you want to stay with on your elbows, that's perfectly fine. And breathe. We are undoing all of that forward folding. And think about that oxygen you come up your spine, through that neck, all the way up the top of your head. Deep breath, and we'll just go ahead and release it through, all the way down, and drop your head. And inhale. And once again, go ahead, feel that spine, relaxing, releasing. And go ahead and roll through it. And take your arms out. Open up your shoulder blades. Take a deep breath. So we're going to go ahead up on our knees. We're just going to sit back into the child's pose since we're right here. You want to nestle comfortably, whatever works for you. You may want to be here. That's fine. Or you can extend your arms out and push through. So you're just nice, relaxed. Take a deep breath. Are you still with me? All right. Come on up. And since we're right here, we're just going to twist our legs around. And we're going to go ahead and roll down onto our backs. We're going to bring our knees to our chest. And we're going to just relax and roll. So if you have any low back issues, great way, whatever. Some people like to go side to side. Some people like to circle. Some people like to rock. So whatever best suits your human is why we're here. And since we're on the floor, we're going to go ahead and do our windshield wipers. You can do them laying down, sitting up. Either is fine. But you want to work all the way through. So it's really easy to stop about here. But I want you to work through as far as you can. So you're going to feel a rotation in your back. You're going to feel it in your hip. You're going to feel it in your quads. And you're going to feel it on the inside of the right leg. So you're going to go back and forth. Speed is not necessary. Full extension through the move is. And if you want to look the opposite direction, you get a little more rotation in that spine. But I highly recommend windshield wipers every day. A lot of people call them 90-90s. I like windshield wipers myself. Since I live in the Pacific Northwest, I use my windshield wipers a lot. Although there wasn't much rain, I guess, when I was gone either, so. Perfect. Now what I want you to do is put your feet flat. We're going to nestle, feel that spine long and lean, nice and flat. Feel both of your hips anchored down. And you're going to take your right foot and you're going to put it on your left knee. And you're going to open up. If you want to, you can add a little extra tension here. But you want to soften your upper torso. You can push into that left heel, really activating that side. But you really want to focus here. We're opening it up. And you can, this is a different stretch. This adds a different dimension. So you can work through that if you want to. A lot of people do it this way, but the problem is then you start tensing your upper torso. And so you tense this up to stretch this out, which I don't think is really probably the best overall use of your human. So, more is not necessarily better. More breathing, more stretching, yes. And how about you take a deep breath? Let's put that left foot up, open that. You'll see each side has a little different flexibility to it. Beautiful. Oh, that feels so good. Now I want you to put your feet, soles of your feet together, open up the butterfly, then bring your arms up into just about a second, right? Straight up from your shoulders, and just release. Release, release, release. Breathe with it. Let's do some nice breathing here. So you want to breathe through your nose, pushing your tummy out, Buddha belly. Exhale. Inhale up, big Buddha belly. And exhale anything negative. How about a couple more? One more. And go ahead. Sweep your arms down, bring your knees together. I want you to bring your right knee to your chest, extend out with that left leg. Your low back's nestled on the floor, both hips are down, spine is lengthened. Your upper torso is nice and relaxed. Let's switch sides, pointing those toes, pulling that knee in, breathing. Feels so good. Let's put both of our legs in the air. We're going to rotate our feet. We're going to feel a little bit of our hamstring too. Actually, your hamstring, calf, and Achilles, but we're going to actually rotate out and allow those feet to feel all the things. Bring them in and just work through them. Send some love to them. Out. Now nestle your low back down and take a little walk. And feel your hamstrings right there. Just a little something for that. Lengthen your spine. And now point. Let's do a little walking on the ceiling. I love it when we're in the park and we get to walk on the sky. That's my favorite. I would have us out in the park today because it's sunny, but the wind is really cold. So it would be a little too chilly. Let's do a little rotation more. Yes. Beautiful. All right, right there, behind your knees. Come on up. So I don't really start the new year until the it's not just the Chinese New Year. So anyway, but February 17th is when the year of the snake comes in. So that's really when I think of my new year, my new beginnings. I hope that you are feeling blessed and wonderful. So remember that curiosity is our word for at least the week. I highly encourage you to do energy zesting every day, just to make it feel good. Legs up the wall. If you don't know what that's about or its benefits, check that out in the playlist, Legs Up the Wall, 10 minutes. In the perfect world, you would do 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at night. I highly encourage you to do 10 minutes whenever you can do it. And I would like you to stretch. Spend some time just doing some stretches throughout the day. And some intentional breathing where you take about a minute throughout the day and you just consciously breathe. Feel into it. Acknowledge it. Just do that for a minute. Be present. Oh, so beautiful. So relax, relax, relax. Whatever feels good for you. If you liked this, please click the like button. If you want to be a part of this global community and have a connection with like-minded people, please do subscribe. My focus this year is to increase my subscription membership. And so be a part. Do share this if you find that anybody that you know would find it beneficial and enjoy it. I highly recommend that you do that. Do me a favor. Drop your name, where you're from, and what stretches do you want to focus on? What things might you be interested in from a stretching capacity? And I will read your comments, and you can always drop them anytime. So this week, pop on Tuesday for Intentional Tuesday, and then pop on again Friday morning, and I will be there with some inspiration for you. So every week you will see me live on Sundays, and I will show up on Tuesdays and Fridays. I am Jina. I am the creator, founder, and the chief energy officer right here at Strength, Stretch, and Shine, where we're all about flexibility, balance, and strength for your mind, your body, and your soul. Remember that you are important. Give yourself a big hug. You are important and special. Know that you are loved. And until I see you again on Tuesday, Friday, and next Sunday, be flexible.